Hi, my name's Steve, my business partner Austin, and today we're going to talk about how to upsell search engine optimization after building a website. And what does that look like? And Austin picked for us Park City, Utah today, roofers. And I'm just going to take a quick look at a roofer website. Let's see, Park City Roofer Pros. That sounds perfect. And so as we're building these websites, and let's just see if he did a lot of things we've talked about correct. He got his this right in the title, so this is really good. They got Park City in there, and he's got a click to call. So right off the bat, he's done pretty good. But if you just get hired just to do website design, and we don't necessarily recommend that you do that. But although if somebody wants to hire you for that, obviously you take it. We would rather build like a whole marketing plan into it. But if somebody wants to hire you just for that, of course you take it. But as you're building it and you're talking with your client, client already trusts you, obviously, because they hired you to build a site. So they're invested in you and they want you to succeed. They want the website to succeed. And as you're building it, you're kind of dropping some hints in there to get them thinking past the website build. So don't wait until it's done and completely over, when you start to mention this. Do it as you're doing it. Say, I'm structuring your pages so Google can read them easily, but we'll want to expand on this after the launch. Site will be optimized at launch, but SEO, I like to say SEO, but I should say SEO more, is an ongoing process. We can talk about that when we're done, and kind of set them up for that, and they'll be receptive to that. But that primes them so that when it's done, that's not the end of the line. Let's just take a look at another roofer one here and see what we come up with. If that first one was pretty good. Let's look at Alta Vista. All right, if you guys have followed along, you know that I won't be crazy about, not only is this loading a little bit slow, I didn't check it, but you can just tell by all the moving parts and stuff like that. But we don't have like we don't have the city, um, premium roofing for elevated living. That doesn't mean a lot. I'd like to see that more specific, more tightened up, and we need the call to action in there. So if you built this site, I would be disappointed. But what we're looking for, so we build them. As we're building this website, we're setting them up for what's going to come after. And then once we get it up, your site's been live for a couple of weeks. Let's see how we're doing. So walk them through where they currently rank, what their competitors are doing or aren't doing, what's possible with consistent SEO over 3 months. We just looked at a website that we can point out some problems that they're having, some problems some other people are having, and what your website's doing better. But then what else can we do? And this is where you come in. You do a quick local SEO audit and show them that they're ranking on page 1 for this service in this city, but not for all these other services, something like that, and maybe they're ranking for none of them. Do they have citations across the directories? And if you forgot what citations mean, those are things such as Yelp, maybe their current Chamber of Commerce, Bing, those types of things. Different things that are pointing back to their website. Even Google Business Profile is another type of citation, but that's one that everybody has or should have. How does the Google Business Profile tie into their site? And you remember we've talked about that. Categories, subcategories. You want to have a page for each one and have them all aligned up perfectly. What keywords are within reach versus a long shot? So they're not going to rank for roofer nationally. That's way too hard. But keywords that are within reach, Park City, Utah roofer, roofers near me, those types of things. So you're not selling them, you're just showing them what the gaps are, what needs to be improved. So how do we frame this offer? This is how we do it. I'm sorry that I've got a bit of a cold today, so I'm having a little bit of trouble talking, but this is, let me take one more sip. Okay. Do you want to add SEO to your website? And they'll basically say yes or no. If they say yes, say, most of the clients do a 3-month SEO push right now, but you can do a month to month. That's fine with me. A lot of times it takes 3 months to really build momentum, but 1 month we can get a great start. It's a good window to build momentum and what to talk about when that happens. So what does that exactly look like from you as the entrepreneur talking to your client? And you just create windows that make sense. So let them know that 1 month you're probably not going to be able to make a huge dent in the SEO. Month 2 and month 3 is where you're going to make the big leaps up. Month 1 does get you so that everything's set up perfectly, but let them have that time frame just to know what that's going to look like. Let them know that the standard practice is just that first month is going to be hard to make a big dent into that. So open up a conversation instead of forcing a decision. Don't put pressure on them. Just lay it out there. Let them decide. And thankfully, I'm going to turn it over to Austin as my voice keeps dying out on me.
So, what should you include in the SEO retainer? Monthly keyword tracking and reporting, GBP optimization, and weekly posts, blog posts or content piece each month, citation building and cleanup, and on-page tweaks when needed. So, for your pricing angle, you already know their business, their site, and their market, so you can move fast and frame this as an advantage because since I built your site, I don't need a ramp up period. I can start getting results faster than if you went somewhere else. And that's a real selling point. Um, so the best time to sell SEO is right after a website build. The client is excited, they trust you, and the site is fresh. If you're not having this conversation, you're leaving recurring revenue on the table every single time. Um, Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.